Welcome to the Skills of Relaxation. This is a tutorial pretty much explaining the PDF file that's attached to my website. Relaxation is a thing, it actually exists, and now to get there we have to learn how to relax. To relax, it's an action. Like most actions, to get well at it, you have to practice. And what we're trying to do is not just relax like watching Netflix. We want to elicit a relaxation response, which is the opposite of a stress response. And you can see all these good things that happen. And the way we do that is through relaxation techniques. You know, there's been 3,000 studies looking at these relaxation techniques on well-being, and they work. But before I actually talk about those techniques, I want you to know your body through these assessments. They will help you understand if these techniques are working, okay, by seeing your heart rate go down, your respiration rate go down. But they will also tell you if you're in a heightened state of stress, like your heart rate. If your heart rate's high, say over 80 beats per minute, that's high. Could be an indicator that you're stressed. If your heart rate goes down through a relaxation technique, you're seeing it's actually working. One of the biggest thing relaxation techniques is breathing pattern. Through the PDF file that I have here, you'll learn how to judge your breathing pattern. If you're a chest breather, that's very inefficient. You're not getting a deep breath. You're not getting as much oxygen. It actually causes stress. So this is a technique I want to teach you in the PDF file that you should learn how to do by judging how you breathe. Also, looking at your breathing rate, very important. Do you know that going over 16 breaths per minute is a sign that you're being labored in your breath? So basically, when you breathe, it should be coming mostly from your abdomen, okay? Very little from your shoulders. If you take a deep breath and your shoulders go up, you're a chest breather, very inefficient breather. If it's coming from your chest, that too is inefficient. It should be coming from your belly. Another key feature of stress and relaxation is posture. If you have poor posture, like forward head and rounded shoulders, they've all been linked to stress. And these poor postures have also been linked with muscle tightness. And with muscle tightness, it causes stress. Stress causes muscle tightness. It goes back and forth. So this power pose actually has been shown to actually be very beneficial at reducing stress and actually boosting your morale and making you feel good. Read that over. Muscle tightness, okay? Like I was saying before, can cause stress. Your stress can cause muscle tightness. We want to be aware of that and how to work around that. Besides massage, exercise, strengthening these areas will actually improve the knots. Also, stretching will help. Again, massage is really good. Trap dominant. A lot of people lift with their traps. They lift up a can of vegetables. They lift with their traps. That can cause problem. Tight muscles causes stress. Stress causes tight muscles. These relaxation techniques I'm going to have you look over in this PDF. The biggest one I want you to really pay attention to is diaphragmatic breathing. It kind of blends into all the other ones. There's no right or wrong way to relax through these techniques. You have to find what works best for you. Some people don't get a great experience from it, very small amount, but you have to be aware of that. You always have to go in with a passive attitude with these techniques, quiet environment, make yourself feel comfortable. Keep it short, about 5 minutes a day, up to 10 minutes. That's pretty good if you can get that going. But you have to set time with it. You have to work with it. There's a relaxation quiz that I find very helpful. Again, before you do these techniques, you should assess yourself, your breathing rate. Make sure it's below 16. Make sure your breathing patterns from your stomach. Check your heart rate, and then you can judge how these techniques work. The key to all the relaxation techniques is breathing, okay? Like I was pointing out earlier, you can live 50 days without food, 7 days without water, but only about 5 minutes without oxygen. It's very essential to learning these techniques is to learn how to breathe diaphragmatically. Because when you breathe through your belly, you actually can shut down the stress part of your nervous system. That's the sympathetic nervous system through the parasympathetic nervous system. Because your parasympathetic nervous system, the involuntary nervous system, the only voluntary part that you are in control of is your breathing. So if you can cause your parasympathetic system to be turned on through breathing diaphragmatically, we get a lot of things done. It can actually increase your lymph system, and that's really important for white blood cell count and everything. So this is the actual diaphragmatic section. It explains how you do it, like a deep breath in, like a 6 count, and then you hold it for a couple of seconds, and then you let it out for over a 6 count. It's not set in stone, but the big thing is letting that belly breath happen. Another thing I suggest to people to actually sigh a few times during the day. That actually gets your parasympathetic system going. Now, progressive muscle relaxation, tensing muscle, and actually going through the process of having it relax is actually pretty cool. I want you to check that out. Meditation. Meditation's great. Prayer is part of meditation. Using a mantra, a 1 count, or a color, whatever works for you. But part of meditation is breathing. And a lot of people say there's no right or wrong way. You just have to practice what works best for you and focus on that breathing. Oh, guided imagery is great. There's a lot of different techniques that you can do. Visualization that you can do. You can check that out on the web or my PDF. Autogenics actually causing your body parts to get warm or cold. It's kind of cool. I've actually used it. Other forms of relaxation that really work out: music, writing, massage therapy, tai chi, yoga. Check all those out. What doesn't work, that my wife tells me all the time, binge watching Netflix. Not great. For those who do social media, not great. Doing too much exercise, believe it or not great. Sleeping too much, not great. So in summary, I want you to learn the techniques of relaxation, but I also want you to learn how to become aware of your body, your heart rate, your respiration, your breathing pattern, all very essential. Know your posture, know the muscle tension, learn how to breathe diaphragmatically, and practice. When you become more resilient by knowing your body and knowing these techniques, they're very empowering. So I really want you to push and try to do this in your life. In the appendix that comes with my PDF file is some useful information. The more of a threat you think something is versus a challenge, the worse off you're going to be. If you think of everything like this pandemic that we're going through right now as a challenge versus a threat, it's actually more empowering. So there's been research on that, and now I'm going to talk into greater details later in another video. Do you think that stress has a large impact on your health? If you do, a lot, that's not good. Remember, a little bit of stress is okay, and a couple of large studies actually point to this. Research suggests that physical activity may be linked to lower physiological reactivity towards stress, and I highly believe that. And just 10 minutes a day actually does work, guys. So take all this information, use it. It does work. Go over the PDF, learn how to breathe, learn the techniques of knowing your body, breathing pattern, breathing rate, heart rate. Use that in conjunction with these techniques, and you're going to actually be more empowered, and that will bring down your stress level. See you around, guys. Take care.